Hi, welcome back to Christine's Health Affairs. This is the first update I'm giving you since we told you of our cancer news. Today's Tuesday and we're getting ready to go to the doctor later on this afternoon. You may notice I'm feeling a lot happier today. That's because I am. I'm being really positive. In fact, both of us are. And we're even joking around a little bit about, things that might be happening in the future. We're taking on the challenge just like we would with any tough table tennis match. And where I usually lose my matches, this one I'm going to win. Let me tell you what's been happening over the past few days. And there are a couple of things I wanted to mention as well. First of all, the comments that I've had from thousands of you over the past couple of days have been absolutely amazing. I was in a negative mood the other day and was quite concerned as well because, I thought, that's it, I'm going to die soon. But I'm not. I have no intentions of going anywhere until I'm at least 150 because I reckon that's how much fabric I've got to use up. So I just can't possibly leave that behind, can I? But having said that, you guys have been amazing. You've shared your own personal journeys as well. And you've given me the belief that everything's going to be okay eventually. We'll get over this little hurdle and move forward. Yesterday I spent half the day in the kitchen meal prepping, and then somebody had mentioned I probably should have filmed it, but if you'd seen the mess in my kitchen, you barely would have seen me for all of the mess that was there. I ended up making chicken curry, a beef curry and a Hungarian goulash. It's one of my favourite meals that I've had ever since I was a little girl. Mum used to make it all the time. Chris and I used to be on a ketogenic diet, so for several years we were quite strict keto followers, and it meant we cut out all sugars and carbs and all the nasty foods, and I really got my veggie patch going, and growing organic vegetables was really fabulous, and I still do that as well. So we figure that keto journey that we went on for several years was actually our little apprenticeship for what we're about to do now. We've decided that we're going to go back to the keto way of eating. So the meals that I've been prepping have been a lot more low carb than what they have been lately. We've got a little bit slack and started having ice creams and icy poles and all sorts of things. Bread as well. And I know I'm going to feel much better when I stop eating bread. That causes so much bloat. Meal prepping is something that I did yesterday, and just lots more research. The other day, at the shop the other day, I went through my fabric stash that I have outside in the back room, and I pulled out lots of stretchy fabric, and in about half an hour I made 3 turbans. So I'm also practicing wearing headbands because I figure I need to get used to the idea. Most of the time I've got my hair pulled back in a tight ponytail anyway, and as Chris said, that you can barely notice that you have any hair when it's tied back like that. So, and he's right too. I'm still going to be upset when I lose all my hair. Have you noticed I actually brushed it and straightened it today? So I've spent about half an hour in the bathroom just recently drying it properly. I figure if I'm going to go to the doctor today, I'm going to go looking nice. I even put mascara on. I'm really a low maintenance girl. I brush my hair once a day, put it up in a bun or a ponytail, and then I'm done with it. I rarely use makeup. If I do anything, it's mascara and eyeliner. I'm actually looking forward to not wearing that. Hello, Chris.
Greetings.
Chris is just wandering through from the shed.
You're just hanging out in the fernery.
Oh yeah, I'm hanging out in the fernery because my sewing room was a mess.
So is this the episode 2?
Yeah, I guess. Right. Episode 2. Shall we go with that?
Sure.
Let's have an episode.
This channel is purely for this journey, so it goes to follow that. Yeah. The second one is part 2.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, be off with you.
Have you shown Coco over there?
No, it's a mess over there.
Okay.
I went to somewhere that was tidy. I even did my hair.
I didn't do mine. I'll be off.
What was I up to?
I don't know.
I went and brushed my hair properly and stuff like that. I rarely do that at all. It's, in fact, one of the reasons my hair has always been so long is because I'm incredibly lazy. I don't enjoy going to the hairdresser. I think it's just a waste of my time every 6 weeks. So that's why it's actually really long. It's actually really low maintenance. Just wash it once a week, put it up in a bun, and I'm done with it. So I guess long hair is wasted on a person like me. Speaking of, I've had lots of comments about things that I can do with my hair. The cold cap treatment for chemo patients as well. So I've made a few decisions, and I'm actually looking forward to the decisions I've made. As far as cold cap treatment goes, apparently that is a really freezing cold cap that goes on your head. It's supposed to close up the capillaries in your head. I'm not really sure about this. I'm not medically trained and know nothing like that. I just know how to sew. So apparently it does that, and it practically freezes your head. And I've looked at several other people on YouTube and the experiences they went through and the success rate of the cold capping as well. I had said to Chris from day one, I had heard about the cold capping, and I'd said to Chris from the moment that we'd been doing the research that if I'm going to even lose some of my hair, I might as well lose all of it. I don't want to have bald patches on my head. And I'm an all or nothing kind of girl. And other people have mentioned how incredibly painful cold capping is, in that you get brain freeze, and that the intense cold on your head is really painful and causes lots of migraines. And just the thought of that was giving me headaches. And I want my cancer journey to be a positive one, or I want to reduce the amount of negative effects or negative feelings that I have. So I've made the decision that I'm not going to go through cold capping at all. I know that neuropathy is a thing, so I'll be certainly doing what I need to for my hands and feet, but I'm really not worried about my hair. Yeah, it's going to be devastating when it goes, but I'll get over that in 5 minutes. So what we've decided to do, and I did call the hairdresser this morning, I'm just waiting for her to call me back. We're hoping that she can do a house call when I'm ready, and we're just going to get her to, I'll get some advice from her as to what I should do with my hair. Should I plait it first, or what should I do? Somebody mentioned that cutting it short will be better than shaving it off completely, because it'll get really itchy when you still have hair follicles coming out. So I'm going to have a think about all of those sorts of things and have a talk to the hairdresser and see what the best course of action is there. And I'm going to see if she does house calls, because of course we're going to be filming the episode when I lose my hair, and we'll have a hair shaving day at home, hopefully. If not, we'll get Chris to get the old sheep shearers out, and he might just have to shear my head like he would a sheep. We had a joke about that yesterday. What else is there that I have to talk to you about? So that's hair loss. The other thing I wanted to mention, a lot of you have mentioned about getting my hair turned into a wig. I possibly will do that. I'll just do some research on that. But look, I might even just plait it and, I don't know, glue the ends together so that it stays like that. And the grandkids can play with Granny's hair. I think they'll probably be a little bit freaked out by that. So that's the hair loss side of things. I did mention in the video the other day that I had considered a GoFundMe page, but it didn't sit right with me, and it still doesn't. Many of you have offered to set up a GoFundMe page for me, and I really appreciate that, but please don't. It's not something I want to do. For me, I think GoFundMe should be for people that are really in need, and I'm not. It was also said that you want the opportunity to donate, and that's why you'd like me to set up a GoFundMe page. You can still do that if that's what you want to do. I have got in the links down below the Buy Me a Coffee. I've got a PayPal donation button. There are lots of different things that you can do rather than me setting up a GoFundMe page that I really do think should be for people that are in financial need. I don't consider myself to be one of those people that are in dire need. And you know, I'm not going somewhere across the world for treatment, so I don't need to have a GoFundMe page set up. So yeah, that's that. We're going in a couple of hours, and I've done something else because I like to manage my time, or Chris and I both like to manage our time as efficiently as we can. And I heard about a company, a demolition company that is, I think they're demolishing some kind of a building that had fabric or haberdashery or something like that. All I know is that this company has zippers. So you know I use a lot of those. I have thousands already at home, but this company is demolishing a warehouse or something, and apparently there are lots of zippers there. So we're going to go there first. It's probably another half an hour's drive. We'll go there first, see if there's any zips that I can use. We'll fill the car up with those, and then we'll head on over to the appointment that we have late this afternoon. I will include all of that information when we get to it. So I guess I will sign off for the moment, and then we'll head on over to Melbourne. It'll take us about an hour and a half to get to the place where the zippers are, and then after that we'll have some lunch in Melbourne as well, and then after that we will head on over to see the surgeon and see what is next. I don't have an oncology appointment yet, so I didn't even give that a thought. Hopefully the surgeon is up to speed with all of that. I'm sure she is, and we'll find out everything later on this afternoon, and we'll let you know what's going to happen then. See you soon. I did forget to mention something, and that is my microphone or transmitter here. Many of you have suggested that I don't wear that because that's what's caused my breast cancer. It was actually the first thing that I'd considered, because I wear it there all the time, but I don't wear it all day, every day. It's whilst I'm making videos. And I have done a little bit of research, and I don't really think that that's the issue. Look at all the other people that have got breast cancer in the world. Apparently in Australia there's 9 people diagnosed with it every single day, and those 9 people aren't wearing a transmitter on their chest all the time. So I personally don't think that that's what it is, but I will do more research into that, and you know, if there is any chance that that's what's caused it, then I probably won't wear it, or I'll put it somewhere else. We'll see what happens about that. But yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes there's just no reason for something happening, and we'll just accept it for what it is. We'll be back later. Well, it's been a really long day. Chris and I are back from Melbourne, and it's been a pretty successful trip all round. We are going to tell you about the visit to the doctor tomorrow, though. We're a little bit tired right now, but before I sign off, I did just want to say I managed to get a couple of zips. This was a factory I'd heard about in Melbourne. They're demolishing all of the buildings, and there's about 200 metres of zipper tape in each of these bags. This one only has 100 metres in it, but it's continuous zipper tape. Doesn't have any sliders, so I'm going to have to source those. But geez, I'm going to have fun. Anyway, I'm going to let you go now. I'll go and edit this video, get it up, and tomorrow Chris and I will have a chat with you once we finish some of the things we have to get sorted. Bye for now.